Hi everybody, my name is Melissa Mack and I'm going to be your professor for our online course of juvenile offenders this summer one session for Mass Bay. So welcome to the class. As you know, this is a fully online class, so we will not be meeting face-to-face ever. Everything will be online on Blackboard. So we will not get to see each other, which I find a little bit challenging to not see students. So each week I am going to give you a video message that you can see me where I am able to explain what we will be working on each week, what you'll be going through, when it's due, things like that, the topics we'll be covering. If you have any questions at any time throughout our 6 weeks together, please send me an email. My email is all over the Blackboard page on Mass Bay's website. You should have already gotten an email from me. So I wanted to kind of start our first week together explaining to you a little bit about how the course is going to go. So every week we are going to be focusing on probably 2, sometimes 3 topics. We do have an accelerated course this 6 weeks, so I do want to get a lot of information in. Each topic we'll be talking about will have a slideshow associated with it. There is no textbook for this course. There has been a textbook I've used in the past. It is not in print anymore. It is hard to find, so I've decided that we are, and I didn't find other ones that I was in love with. So I've decided we're going to forego the textbook and use some of the slideshows, use articles, different websites and sources of information. So everything that you need for our class will be in each folder on Blackboard. I have arranged Blackboard to have weekly folders. So you will see information in the weekly folder that corresponds to each week on the syllabus. The syllabus is a couple pages of general information about the course, about homework expectations. We will have homework every week. We'll have a discussion post or 2 every week. Homework is always due at the end of the week on Fridays. So you can read this on your syllabus that you're going to have to go through. There's information about grading. We are going to have a couple of different components to our grading. Your participation will actually be your discussion boards. So that is part of your grade. You'll have homework assignments every week that you will be seeing there. Sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're a little bit longer. There's going to actually be a group project, believe it or not, that I will explain to you in a few weeks, how you will work with each other virtually. We will actually have an assessment at the very end of our course together. And I think that's all for our time for what the grades are, what your grade will be based on. I do grade on points. So you will see a rubric associated with each assignment that you will see a certain number of points and how to earn all those points. And then what points you earn or any comments I make on assignments. Everything, as I mentioned, will be on Blackboard. So you will see the assignments in the weekly folders on Blackboard. You will turn them in on Blackboard. If you are new to Mass Bay or not familiar with Blackboard, there are technology tutorials that I have posted on our website or on our Blackboard page, but I am happy to go through Blackboard and do a little kind of tutorial myself as well. So each week we have a couple different topics. You will have a discussion board, and the ideas behind the discussion board is to look at the prompts. Sometimes there'll be a video, sometimes there'll be an article that accompanies it, and some questions around it, and to answer those questions. I'd like people to do this by Wednesday of each week, and then I want you to go back and look at your classmates' conversations or your classmates' posts and comment on them. So the idea of our online discussion board is supposed to mirror a little bit to what we would be doing in class if we were face-to-face with each other. So I want there to be some back and forth interaction. So you are graded on your discussion board posts. Again, not just your initial reply, but responding to some of your classmates as well. So there will be some reading every week. These will come, as I mentioned, in the form of articles or websites. There will be assignments each week. Again, due each Friday, and I will have those descriptions on there as well. So for this first week, I would like you to, and you'll see this indicated on the syllabus as well, the whole course schedule is on the syllabus, the last couple pages. You will see an introduction, kind of an intro to our class and what the class is about, what I hope you will be learning from it, and an overview or syllabus review. So I want you to read through the syllabus. One of the discussion boards this week will actually be some questions about the syllabus, because I want to make sure that you're hitting all the important points and reading through it and understanding how this is going to work. And then, the other component is there's a slideshow in there, which is kind of a general overview of the juvenile justice system in the United States and how it's evolved a little bit. And then the reading this week is actually a website link that goes to a really good overview of the juvenile justice system in Massachusetts specifically. And so things that are very, relative to us living here in Massachusetts. And there are differences from state to state within the juvenile justice system. So I just want you to be a little bit more familiar with what is going on here in the juvenile justice system. So that is your reading this week, reading the slideshow that is in there. So discussion post will be the syllabus review. The second discussion post is actually something called Getting to Know You. And so I want you to just share a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you live, if this is your first time at Mass Bay or you've been around a couple years, or something about your family or hobbies, just, a couple things about yourself to help us get to know you, maybe what your major is or why you're taking this course. Maybe it's a prerequisite. Maybe you're interested in juvenile justice. Maybe you want to work in the field. So I would like you to share that with us in getting to know you. I will also participate in that to tell you a little bit about myself. And then you have one assignment, and the assignment, again, you will see in the week 1 folder. And this assignment is perceptions of the juvenile justice system, of the juvenile crimes. And so we see a lot in the news, online, I'm sure on social media about our criminal justice system in general. The juvenile justice system is a separate entity, but the perception of juvenile crime have shifted a lot when we talk about juveniles engaging in criminal behaviors and what that means. And so before you know too much about what we're talking about, I just want to hear your thoughts, maybe a couple paragraphs, a page that I'd like you to reflect on what you think about when you hear about juvenile crime. Are you thinking about teenagers that are breaking into or, hitting up convenience stores or stealing things from convenience stores, or, trying to break into cars at night to see if they can grab cash or see, something of value on a seat, or teenagers, involved in more serious crimes like drugs or assault and batteries or, guns, weapons, things like that. So I want to hear your perceptions of when you think about juvenile crime, what that means to you. And it will be interesting to look back at your initial reflections. And we're going to do a little piece like this at the end of the semester as well to see maybe how some of those have changed with some of the topics that we're talking about. So that's our cover for this week. You will see this again on the syllabus. There's a course schedule at the end of our syllabus, and again, designed by week. So it has the dates, it has the topics we're talking about, the readings, assignments that hopefully is very clearly laid out for you. I've tried. You will see this mirrored within our weekly folders on Blackboard. So please let me know if you have any questions about this. I will be doing another video for you to talk about Blackboard a little bit and how you submit homework assignments or discussion board posts. It is, I think, a fairly workable system. Maybe some of you are familiar with it, or you've used it here before or used it at another institution. So anyway, I look forward to working with you all this semester. Please let me know if you have any questions. And I will be in touch later this week with a video about homework submissions for Blackboard. Thank you.